This and that will crack a jack. Scaretober's back again.
Watch this and more only on yippee.tv.
Actually, no. This show is not on Yippee. You want to know why? Because Yippee is a supposedly Christian streaming service for kids shows, and this show has false gods, magic including spells, undead demons, and necromancy in the form of an undead child pharaoh. All of which is a big no-no in Christian media, and no, Jesus rising from the dead doesn't count as necromancy. Ladies and gents, Tutenstein. Tutenstein is about said undead child pharaoh named Tutenstein, Tut for short, being brought back to life in an accident when a girl, Cleo, and her pet cat, Luxor, mess with his scepter while in the Museum of History during a storm. They become friends and shenanigans ensue when they have to tango with ancient evils, Egyptian gods, hiding him from the curator, not letting anyone discover that he is an undead 10-year-old. And of course, Tut's own ego, the biggest of all obstacles. With 3 seasons, 40 episodes and 2 films under its belt, you can consider this one the more popular out of all the shows I'm talking about this month. Or rather this week. Thanks, schedule. I used to watch this when I was a kid, but not as often as my parents were iffy about it, and honestly I don't blame them, considering what we just talked about. I had vague memories of this show until I discovered that they had uploaded the whole shebang on YouTube, apparently being eventually rejected by Yippee for reasons stated before, and yet somehow forgetting to edit out the logo. One episode I remember was about Cleo having a crush on a boy and Tut helping her out by beautifying her like an Egyptian. Other episodes worth mentioning are the one where Isis, an Egyptian god, brings him back to life with a magic ankh. He forgets to turn it off, which results in a whole mess that involves the villain Set, the demon's Egyptian god of the underworld, trying to get his hands on it. All while dead things become alive and the living become the undead. Oh, and a possessed wax dinosaur. I forgot to mention that. For what it's worth, the many plots and situations that this show provides are handled well, for the most part. Overall, this show is pretty good. The characters are decent and well written. Some of the ideas for episodes are good, and I'd recommend it to people who don't care about the undead walking the earth. See you next time for yet another excuse to talk about the spoopy cartoons of my childhood.